Manly, real man, not with the gay shit. You niggas sick and gross me out, transforming into a bitch. I don't want that dirty pussy, little mama. I ain't spending no a trick. Don't need you to put me on. I put myself on. Just came up on another lick. Bills paid, belly full, in lack for nothing. Nigga, do me, stay in my lane. Fuck tryna be another nigga with nothing. Brainwashed and continue lied to our social media. Censor everything real good into destruction.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Dreams. American dreams.
Awake, thou that sleepest.
Wake up.
Open your eyes.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Are we dreaming?
I can hear.
I can hear you.
I can hear. I can hear.
Pretend.
I hear when you
say that everything's okay.
It's spiritual. Shalom, family. Welcome to Shadow Paradise.
They cannot intrude here.
Somebody gotta tell the truth. And I'm gonna tell it.
Expose them.
Can it be that it was all so simple then? Memories. Nostalgia. As the storm clouds of the New World Order grow and darken our future, for most, the present is growing colder and more bitter by the day, leading many in this current generation to seek shelter and comfort by basking in the warmth of times long past. Youthful days filled with curiosity, wonder, and magic.
Magic indeed.
Magic indeed. The 80s. In recent years, the spellcasters have moved to capitalize and take advantage of a population yearning to break free and escape the unprecedented turmoil of their day. And this yearning for a simpler time has predictably fueled the American masses' insatiable appetite for all things 80s. A time before the season of judgment, the Great Reset, and the Great Awakening. Remember, ignorance is bliss. You see, while those of us with wisdom are drawn to instinctively embrace this Great Awakening, for most, waking up to the truth is too shocking and disturbing, and they miss the comfort and bliss of believing in the pleasant lies that accompany deep spiritual sleep. The truth is, obeying the impulse to run and hide from the spiritual war that is all around us by immersing ourselves in entertainment and distraction is a big part of the reason we're in the situation we're in today. The 1980s were a pivotal time in the modern era, when Hasatan's kingdom really began to gain momentum right under our feet. Hidden beneath the bright neon surface of 80s pop culture, consumerism, yuppies, and Reaganomics, there was a shadowy, seedy, festering underbelly, an era of CIA smuggling, Iran-Contra,
The crack epidemic, the war on
mass incarceration, parents strung out, an explosion of children in foster care.
It was the Cold War era, filled with top-secret classified human experiments,
Abductions,
the faces of missing children on the back of milk cartons,
the so-called satanic panic,
McMartin Preschool, the West Memphis 3,
MK Ultra mind control programs,
and armies of psychopaths like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, and Jeffrey Dahmer unleashed on the streets.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
So while the spellcasters divert the people's attention with nostalgia, reminiscing on Saturday morning cartoons, colorful cereal, and their favorite childhood toys and video games,
the social engineers are hard at work, designing a subtle but irresistible trap made not only to ensnare your mind, but cage and sully your soul in a defiled transhumanoid vessel, primed for slavery. But because the Luciferian elite are utilizing the principles of lesser magic, they have to tell you. And like a vampire, they need you to open the door and let them in. We must understand that much of the predictive programming that young people watched in the 80s was preconditioning their subconscious minds to accept and bring forth the Great Reset agenda that is being rolled out today.
And the witchcraft spells we watch today are programmed to physically manifest themselves in our lives tomorrow, in the future. So it is apropos that while the baby boomers had Happy Days, the Wonder Years, and that 70s show, Generation X has been given Stranger Things.
Set in the 1980s, Stranger Things is the brainchild of 32-year-old Matt and Ross Duffer, twin brothers from North Carolina, and Jamie Wax shows us the inspiration behind the series, however spoiler-free. Jamie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh. We'll try to be spoiler-free. Since its July debut, the buzz surrounding Stranger Things has only grown, in large part because of the show's 1980s nostalgia.
From the outset, Stranger Things has the look, sound, and feel of an 80s classic.
Stop it! You're freaking her out! She's freaking me out!
Set in 1983, the show follows a group of junior high misfits on a mission to find their missing friend. Along the way, they encounter a girl with special powers named Eleven, and a gateway into another dimension. The brothers witnessed her transform into the supernatural role of
11.
Judging from the online buzz and artwork created by fans, the show already has a cult following and a gateway into another dimension.
Since 1980 and the debut of Friday the 13th, Hollywood has been letting the public know that some summer camps for children are being utilized by the shadow government to conduct secret MK-Ultra mind control experiments.
Hello?
Friday the 13th. American Horror Story 1984 premieres Wednesday at 10 on FX.
I got a gig as a counselor at a summer camp. They're opening up a couple of hours from here. You guys should all come.
Like, I feel like, do you know who Vanna White is? Maybe she was before your time.
Most people are.
Is Stranger Things based on a true story?
Yeah, actually. It is based on a place in Montauk, New York called Camp Hero. There was, like, rumors of secret government spies, like, doing human experiments to fight in the Cold War. Like,
Russians, yeah.
That's exactly what's happening in Stranger Things. And so it's based on that one government lab in Montauk, New York, which is a real place you can go visit, but you're not allowed in. Yeah. Why? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
How did the cast spend their summers growing up? Take a look.
Ooh, summer camp. I went to lots of summer camps because both my parents worked and it's like school, but fun school.
I think I was like 12. I went away to camp.
A mysterious abandoned military base called Camp Hero. The Montauk Project. Local children were abducted off the streets, brought to the base, subjected to brutal mind control under the now decaying Sage radar tower.
My name is Christopher Garetano, and I've been researching the Montauk Project for over 10 years. Mind control. Nazis. Aliens. According to witnesses and alleged survivors, it all happened beneath the Camp Hero Air Force Base in Montauk, New York. According to the official story, the Camp Hero Air Force Base was a place to defend the east coast of the United States against Nazi attack during World War II. But then things get shady because after World War II, the United States recruited Nazi scientists and used them for a variety of things to develop weaponry and technology. And the people allegedly involved in the Montauk Project claim that these same Nazi scientists were brought down to Camp Hero to develop the Montauk Project.
The Montauk Project is
a covert government operation that illegally recruited human subjects, runaway kids, for purposes of mind control, interdimensional travel, and reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology. But the core idea in the Montauk Project was a wrangling of human experiments. It's not fiction because we know about things like MKUltra, and we know about things like the Holmesburg prison experiments. All of these secret government mind control programs, these things have been proven. The CIA had a program called Project Stargate. Project Stargate was a remote viewing program where they had a group of people who they were training to be powerful psychics. This is a real thing. Our government funded this and actually had some success with it. And so there were hearings in 1995. Bill Clinton actually apologized for some of them.
Thousands of government-sponsored experiments did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. These experiments were kept secret.
In the Gregorian year of 2022, after the sporadic release of several teasers, on April 12th, the Cinematic Sorcerers at Netflix released the official trailer for Stranger Things Season 4.
You've broken everything. Your suffering is almost at an end.
The creators of this series have forecast many agendas in previous seasons, and from the looks of this trailer, Season 4 is shaping up to be no different.
First, we see the obvious CERN reference, illustrating their many failed attempts at opening a forbidden portal.
Though they want to give their audience the impression this portal is a gateway to hell, this is an esoteric inverted deception. Did Nimrod unite the whole world just so he can break into hell? The earth is already given into the hands of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
And Satan is currently the god of this world.
But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them.
Well, I want to tell you now about a new discovery which is being described as the first step in a big shift in our understanding of the universe. Scientists at Fermilab, just outside Chicago, have found that the mass of a particle is not what the main theory of subatomic physics states it should be. The result has been described as shocking by the researchers because the theory has successfully predicted the behavior properties of particles for 50 years. Well, to make sense of all the science, here's our science correspondent.
Scientists explain how the universe works using the theories of physics, but those ideas could be about to change. A particle accelerator just outside Chicago has made a measurement that could change physics forever. Researchers here have discovered that the mass of a subatomic particle called the W boson is not what it should be. And in the world of physics, that's a huge deal.
The world could look very different. It could be that the standard model as we know it is wrong, or needs to be modified in some important way. It is also possible that there are other fundamental particles out there waiting to be discovered.
The Standard Model is one of the most important theories in physics, and in the journal Nature, the researchers say that this might be the first time it's been shown to be wrong. More experiments will be needed to confirm the result, but there have been other indications that there might be more going on in the universe than can be explained by the Standard Model. There have been hints of a completely new fifth force of nature from data from the Large Hadron Collider on the Swiss-French border.
What are you trying to do with this IPM?
Dr. Mitesh Patel is among the physicists trying to explain these anomalies.
So the hope is that these cracks eventually turn into a chasm. And that not only confirms that the Standard Model is broken down, but gives us some idea of what the theory beyond the Standard Model is, and so that this data eventually develops into a new direction for how we might get a better understanding of what's at play in nature.
All eyes are now on the L8C, which is about to restart after a 3-year upgrade.
The world's most powerful particle accelerator. The Large Hadron Collider will reopen today after 3 years of being shut down for improvements. Scientists around the globe are hoping that the upgraded machine, which is massive, will be able to detect new particles and start a physics revolution that could forever change our understanding of the whole universe.
The scientists say they could be on the path to discover the gravitational forces that hold our galaxy in place, and even, potentially, miniature black holes.
There is theories out there which suggest that these microscopic black holes could be produced in high energetic proton-proton collisions. And if we indeed find first signs of these microscopic black holes, then this could open the path to new extra dimensions in our universe.
So the hope is that these cracks eventually turn into a chasm.
So the hope is that these cracks eventually turn into a chasm.